Welcome to another episode of Your Home, Your Future, brought to you by Amanda Greiner with RE/MAX Affiliates. Whether you're buying, selling, or just staying informed, we're here to help you navigate the real estate world. Now, let's get started.
Hey there, and welcome back. Ready to dive in? Today, we're heading to Washington County, Iowa. We'll unpack everything real estate, think market trends, insider insights, even a little homeowner tip to keep things interesting.
Sounds good.
So if you're thinking about buying, selling, or just love a good deep dive, well, you're in the right place.
How about let's get into it. What's the lay of the land in Washington County?
Let's talk numbers, because right now, the median listing price is hovering around $249,000. Homes here linger on the market for about 106 days on average. And for our renters out there, a two-bedroom apartment will set you back around $894 a month.
Interesting. 106 days on the market. That tells me things are moving at a good pace, not too fast, not too slow. And those prices, especially compared to some of the bigger cities out there, well, Washington County is looking pretty attractive.
Right. Affordable and charming, right. But what does that small-town charm actually look like in Washington County? What's the vibe?
Think about it. Picture a historic downtown, unique shops, those cozy cafes. Now add in some beautiful green spaces and a community that loves to come together for events. That's Washington County, a place to breathe, relax, and enjoy life's simple pleasures.
Okay, now you're speaking my language. Peaceful, but not too far from the action, right? It's like the best of both worlds, that small-town feel, with easy access to everything Iowa City has to offer.
You got it. And let's not forget the great outdoors. We're talking lush parks, wide open spaces. It's a nature lover's dream.
Hiking, biking, just soaking it all in.
Music to my ears. But before we get too caught up in the charm, we've got to cover something important, especially with fall just around the corner.
Ah, you mean the season of cozy sweaters, pumpkin spice lattes, and dot gutter cleaning.
You read my mind. Because whether you're buying, selling, or happily settled in Washington County, this next bit's important. We're talking about a task that often gets overlooked. But trust me, it can save you from major headaches and expensive repairs down the road. So let's talk gutters. Gutters don't get enough credit. They're working overtime, especially as those fall leaves start piling up. And while they might seem like a small detail, they're crucial for protecting your home structure.
Okay, so break it down for us. Why are gutters so important? What's the worst-case scenario if we ignore them?
Imagine this. It's pouring rain. But instead of that water flowing away from your house like it should, it's overflowing from your clogged gutters. And suddenly, you're dealing with water damage, cracks in your foundation, maybe even a flooded basement. Not exactly a homeowner's dream.
Definitely not. That's a nightmare scenario right there. So how do we avoid becoming the star of that horror movie? What usually causes clogged gutters this time of year?
Well, those beautiful fall leaves. They can quickly become a homeowner's worst nightmare when they decide to make your gutters their new home. They trap debris and cause all sorts of trouble. And you know what else loves a good clogged gutter? Ice dams. Ice
dams. Now you've got my attention. What are they, and why should we be worried about them as we head into winter?
Okay, so picture this. It snows, right? And then during the day, some of it melts. That water, it runs down your roof, heads straight for the gutters. But if your gutters are jammed up with leaves and gunk, well, the water's trapped. And when the temperature drops, it freezes right there, and boom, you've got yourself an ice dam.
Okay, I get it, but it doesn't sound good.
Not good at all, because that ice dam, it's a blockage. So more snow melts and the water backs up, but it can't go anywhere. So what happens? It goes up under your shingles, maybe even into your house.
Oh no, so now we're talking about water damage, the roof, ceilings, walls. This could get pricey, right?
Exactly. Fixing ice dam damage, it's not cheap. But the good news, a little gutter maintenance goes a long way in preventing it.
Okay, you've convinced me. Clogged gutters, they're officially on my radar. But before I go grab my ladder, what's the best way to handle this whole gutter cleaning thing? Any pro tips to make it less painful?
Absolutely. First things first, safety. Sturdy ladder, level ground, and don't even think about starting without gloves. Trust me, you don't want to know what's lurking in there.
Got it. Safety first. What else?
So you'll want to start by clearing out the big stuff, leaves, twigs, anything that's obviously blocking the water flow. Go section by section. Then grab your garden hose and start at the end farthest from the downspout.
Okay, so we're flushing out any leftover debris and making sure everything's flowing smoothly.
Exactly. And speaking of flowing smoothly, don't forget those downspouts. After you've flushed the gutters, check if the water's draining properly from the downspout at the bottom.
Right, so we're looking for blockages there too.
You got it. A good blast from the hose usually does it, but if you've got a stubborn clog, you might need to call in a pro.
Makes sense. Better safe than sorry.
Now, while we're up there channeling our inner gutter ninjas, anything else we should be checking out?
This is the perfect time to play home inspector. Give your gutters a good look, any cracks, loose sections, areas where they're pulling away from the house. Good point. Catch those small problems early on, and you could save yourself a major headache later.
Right. And while you're at it, take a peek at your roof line too. Missing shingles, tree branches getting a little too close for comfort. A little proactiveness now can prevent some serious damage and big repair bills later.
Okay, I'm feeling empowered to tackle these gutters, but let's be real. Not everyone's comfortable up on a ladder. What are our options if we'd rather leave it to the professionals?
Hey, no shame in calling in reinforcements, especially if you've got a tricky roof line, multiple stories, or just don't feel steady up high. Hiring a professional gutter cleaning service is a smart move.
And like any service, it's a good idea to shop around, right? Get some quotes, find someone you trust.
Exactly. Ask about their experience, their insurance, what kind of guarantees they offer. Do your research.
Solid advice.
We'll get right back to the program, but first, it's time for this week's featured property brought to you by Amanda Greiner with RE/MAX Affiliates. This week, we're excited to showcase a beautiful home located at 102 Gulfview Lane in Washington, Iowa, priced at $249,900. This 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home offers 1,627 square feet of living space and sits on a peaceful 0.89-acre lot. The open-concept living area features an updated kitchen with all appliances included, a large island perfect for family meals, and a bright living room with sliders to the deck. Downstairs, you'll find a spacious family rec room, a non-conforming 4th bedroom, and a laundry room with an additional shower. The 2-car attached garage offers convenient access to an oversized workshop, ideal for any hobbyist. Outside, enjoy 2 large decks, one overlooking a waterfall, pond, and gazebo, providing the perfect space for relaxation and entertaining. If you're looking for your own slice of heaven near the golf course, this home is available with quick possession. For more details or to schedule a tour, call Amanda Greiner at 319-461-7585. Now, let's get back to the program.
Now, before we move on from this whole gutter saga, are there any other things we can do to spend less time cleaning them?
You know, there are some pretty great inventions out there to make our lives easier. Gutter guards, for instance. They can be a game changer.
Gutter guards. Those sound interesting. Tell me more.
Basically, they're like shields for your gutters.
Mhm.
They keep leaves and debris from clogging things up in the first place. And there are tons of different types out there. Mesh screens, solid covers, even foam inserts.
Wow, I had no idea there were so many options. What should people keep in mind when they're choosing gutter guards for their homes?
It's all about finding the right fit. Think about the types of trees around your house. Big trees with large leaves. You'll need something different than someone with smaller trees or pine needles.
Makes sense. It's like choosing the right tool for the job or the right gutter guard for the tree, I guess.
Exactly. Also, think about cost, how the installation works, how long they're supposed to last. Read reviews, compare warranties. It's an investment, so you want to choose carefully.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. Gutter maintenance, those scary ice dams, even the exciting world of gutter guards. Now, bringing it back to Washington County, is there anything unique about this area, like the climate or the types of trees, that might change how we approach gutter maintenance?
That's a great question. You know, Washington County, like a lot of Iowa, experiences all 4 seasons. And I mean really experiences them, from those gorgeous autumns with all the colorful leaves to those snowy winters. And with those seasons comes some specific challenges.
So it's all about being ready for whatever Mother Nature decides to throw our way.
Exactly. A little prevention goes a long way.
Well said. You know, thinking back to our conversation about that small town charm and the strong sense of community in Washington County, it seems like that community spirit extends to home ownership as well.
Absolutely. In a place like Washington County, people share tips and advice on everything, from the best local contractors to gardening secrets. It's about supporting each other and taking pride in where you live.
I love that. It's more than just owning a property. It's about being part of something bigger.
Exactly. It's about investing in your home, your community, your quality of life.
And speaking of investing, I want to remind our listeners about our amazing real estate expert, Amanda Greiner. For anyone who's new to Washington County or thinking about making a move, what kind of insights can Amanda offer?
Well, Amanda has years of local expertise. She doesn't just understand the real estate market, she gets what makes Washington County special.
So she's not just an agent, she's a Washington County insider.
Exactly. She can tell you everything, from the best coffee shops to those hidden gems that make each neighborhood unique.
Okay, so she's got her finger on the pulse of Washington County life. That's fantastic. Now, before we wrap up today, I have a feeling you might have one of your thought-provoking questions up your sleeve, something for our listeners to ponder as they imagine their own Washington County journeys.
You know me too well. We've talked a lot about the practicalities of home ownership, but let's dig a little deeper. As you explore Washington County, think about this. What does community really mean to you? How do you see yourself contributing to this wonderful place?
Oh, that's a good one. It's about more than just finding a house. It's about finding a place where you truly belong, where you can see yourself building a life.
Exactly. It's about putting down roots, connecting with others, becoming a part of that vibrant tapestry that makes Washington County so special.
Beautifully said. So we've explored Washington County, crunched the numbers, and even tackled those pesky gutters. But like you said, there's more to finding the perfect place than just the house itself.
Absolutely. It's about finding that sense of belonging, a place where you can truly picture yourself building a life.
You've got me thinking, how can someone really get a feel for that community vibe in Washington County?
Well, the best way to get to know a place is to experience it firsthand, right? Take a walk down Main Street, grab a bite at a local cafe, chat with the people you meet. Washington County is full of friendly faces, and they've all got stories to tell.
I love that. Immersing yourself in the local scene. Are there any specific events or activities you'd recommend checking out?
Oh, Washington County has something for everyone. History buff. You've got to visit the Kirkwood Historical Center. Foodies will love the farmers markets. And for the art lovers, the State Theater is amazing. All sorts of performances throughout the year.
Now you're making me wish I was there right now. It sounds like a pretty vibrant arts and culture scene.
It really is. And don't underestimate the power of just observing. Take a walk through a park, check out the library, see how people interact. Little details can tell you a lot about a community.
It's about picking up on those subtle cues, that sense of pride.
Exactly. And hey, don't forget about online communities too. Joining local Facebook groups or forums, it's like getting a sneak peek into daily life there. You can connect with people, ask questions, really get a feel for the community spirit.
That's a great tip. So as we wrap up our Washington County deep dive, what's the one thing you hope our listeners will take away from this?
When you're looking for that perfect place to call home, remember it's about more than just the property. It's about finding a community that matches your values. A place where you can see yourself belonging, thriving in Washington County. Well, it might just surprise you with its unique blend of small-town charm and big-hearted spirit.
Beautifully said. It's about finding that balance, a place to plant your roots and grow. And who knows, maybe you'll even be inspired to give back, volunteer, be a part of making Washington County even better.
Now you're talking. Because at the end of the day, it's people who make a place feel like home.
Couldn't agree more. And on that note, it's time to wrap up our deep dive. We've covered it all: market trends, home maintenance, the true meaning of community. We hope you're feeling informed, inspired, and maybe even a little bit in love with Washington County, Iowa.
And don't forget, if you're ready to explore the possibilities of Washington County living, Amanda Greiner is ready to guide you.
Absolutely. Her knowledge, passion, and dedication to this community are truly remarkable. So until next time, happy house hunting. And remember, home is where the heart is. And sometimes it's found in the most unexpected places.
This episode has been produced by Iowa Elite Productions. If you're interested in professional podcast production for your business, check us out at www.iowaeliteproductions.com. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.